Hello, I'm making this video for my buddy Austin Skinner, famed YouTuber and guitarist extraordinaire. Not the hip-hop YouTuber, the guitar YouTuber, Austin Skinner. We're buds. We both play with the same artist, Taylor Dahlia. Sometimes he'll throw me the gig if he's out of town, yada, yada, yada. Love Taylor. On that gig a lot, we played the tune Valerie by Amy Winehouse. So here is how I approach playing Valerie. The meat of the tune is basically E flat major 7 to F minor 7. So I kind of play those kind of basic off of like an A chord shape if you're familiar with Caged, off of the A string. And sometimes in my strumming pattern, I'll either kind of have this G natural be the highest note, or I'll have the B flat. So basically you can think of it as like the third or the fifth be the highest note. Same thing with this F minor 7. Sometimes I'll have the third or the fifth be the highest note. Sometimes I'll embellish it and grab the minor 7 up top. But usually it's kind of stuff like that. I might do a fill every once in a while, like, and then usually because I'm often doing the song just acoustic with Taylor, I'm usually the only melodic or chordal instrument, besides a little of a drummer sometimes. So if I'm gonna do a fill, I'm gonna try to not leave too much empty space harmonically. Like I'm not gonna drop out and like play a lick. I'll try to play something like. And sometimes going into like out of an instrumental section back into a verse of that tune, I'll hit this B flat alt, with a kind of a B flat 7, but with a G flat with like a flat 13 in there as well, because that resolves real nicely to E flat major 7. So that's basically gonna get you through the verse, or get me through the verse. When I hit the pre-chorus, the I like to play a big fat A flat 6. So think of like your kind of A flat 7 kind of shape, but flatten the 7 to a natural 6. You still have the third and the fifth up top, so that's kind of nice. And then to G minor 7. Stop making a fool out of B flat sus, or you can call it A flat over B flat, because this really is an A flat triad with a B flat in the bass. You can think of this as being a B flat 7 chord. You have the root in the flat 7, then you have the 2 and the 4 instead of a third, and so it's purely sus, very sus. And you would actually, because you have the 7th in the chord, you would actually call these the 9 and the 11, because they're kind of stacked on top of the 7th, if you can imagine that. So a lot of times too, I'll throw in this extra little chord for spice and for neo soul points. When you come on over, Valerie, works over the melody still, but basically you're going from this B flat sus to a B flat 13 flat 9. An easy way to think about that is you're playing a first inversion G triad over your B flat and A flat, minor 7th interval down here. Come on over, Valerie. And so again, you're adding the 13, the G up here, which is the 6th, but we're calling it 13 because we still have A flat in our B flat chord. And you're lowering the 9 down a half step to be a flat 9, lowering the 11 down a half step into the third. Very nice chord. I love this chord a lot. It's kind of nice too, because the top note of that 13 flat 9 is actually going to be the top note, or I guess the third of your E flat major 7. So that gets you through most of the tune, and the chorus is the same as the verse basically. Let's talk about the outro of the tune. So sometimes what I'm more likely than not to do is I'll do, it kind of vamps that E flat to F figure. So sometimes I'll go from F minor 7 to A flat minor 7, Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Back to E flat like that. Or I'll do a full-on 2-5 off of that A flat. It's called a backdoor 2-5, is when you're doing that similar 2 minor 7 to 5 dominant motion, but you're actually doing it from, you can think of it as like the 4 minor to the flat 7 dominant, then up a whole step from the flat 7 to your tonic, to your home chord. And so if I were to do this backdoor 2-5, it'd be like, hey, why don't you come on over, A flat minor 7, over, D flat 7, come on over, Valerie. I don't think I sang that right. That's why I'm not the singer on these gigs. That's what Taylor is. But it'd be like, Valerie, why don't you come on over, Valerie? Something like that. That's basically how I would play it. And again, I would play it differently if there was a full band meaning a bass player and drummer sometimes, but full band also meaning horns. If there's horns, then in keys, I'm gonna play even less than what I just did. I'm not even gonna play this full 4-note voicing. I might just do. If there are no horns, then I'll grab the from the verse, or from the chorus rather. But that is how I tend to play it. That is Valerie, the way that I play it. Enjoy. I'd love to hear how you play it as well.